Good evening, everyone. My name is Armando. I'm doing my deliberative speech on financial literacy in schools, in high school. Do you live paycheck to paycheck, or do you know somebody that lives paycheck to paycheck? Or, people are maxing out credit cards, they're going on vacations, on borrowed money. Teens are getting credit cards. We have the option now to buy now, pay later, like services like Afterpay. We have student loans. There's many ways for us to get trapped in debt if we don't know how to properly manage our money. And but there's also ways to use money in your advantage, like saving and investing. So we have, you can invest in stocks. We have 401ks, mutual funds. There's Roth IRAs, real estate, cryptocurrency, etc. By the show of hands, how many of us remember having to take a financial literacy course in order to graduate high school? So 2 out of the whole class. I didn't have to take one. I don't remember having to take one. And the truth is that right now in 2024, only 25 states in the US require a financial literacy course in order to graduate. But I think that all high schools should be requiring this in order for students to graduate, so they can be better equipped to make better financial decisions in life. So today I'm going to discuss the issue of not having financial education in our schools, why we need financial education, and how our future generations will benefit from having financial literacy. So let's discuss the issue. Without financial education, our students coming out of high school and our future generations, they're not going to be equipped to know how to budget, how to save for emergencies, how to manage debt or invest their money for the future. And a survey by bankrate.com states that millennials and Gen Xers are more likely than other generations to have more credit card debt than emergency savings. So that's people from 28 years old to 59. And 44% of Americans from this survey said that they will not be using their savings to cover emergency expense of $1,000 or more, meaning that more than half of Americans will have to use either a credit card or have to borrow money to cover that expense. So without financial education on managing money or investing, Americans may not utilize their money to their full potential to meet their financial goals. And this is a real issue because money management isn't being discussed in all homes. Maybe parents don't have the knowledge, or the families don't like to discuss money in the home. But this goes on from generation to generation, creating a wealth gap within different demographic groups. If there's no financial education for young adults, they'll continue to make the bad habits financially. They'll fall into debt and they'll live paycheck to paycheck. So that will continue to cause wealth gaps in different income, racial, and gender groups. According to a study done in 2024 by the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, Blacks and Hispanics had lower levels of financial literacy compared to white Americans because of their different socioeconomic status. And it also found that women had lower level financial literacy than men. So how can we fix this? I think that all states should be teaching financial education and starting in middle school, and they should continue the education in high school and have a proficiency test before graduating, just like we do with math and English. And they'll teach the 5 principles of earnings, saving, investing, protecting, and borrowing responsibly. This will instill healthy habits, money habits, and close that wealth gap for the affected demographic groups, for minorities and women. So imagine a future with our students and future generations having better money habits and being able to manage money better. They won't fall into these debt traps. They won't be living paycheck to paycheck. and they'll prosper financially for their families and the generations to come. So let's make sure that our future students are better equipped with good money habits and learn how to save and invest for the future. And we need all high schools to have financial literacy as part of the curriculum in order for them to graduate. So in this speech, just to recap my main points, I went over the issue, how we can fix it, and the benefits. And I'm hopeful that this will be required in all high schools in the US. But in the meantime, I am asking you guys to just take the time, because there wasn't that many of us that had that financial literacy course, to take the time to educate yourself on finances, so we can teach our kids in the meantime that this gets to our schools. And that's about it. Thank you.